This is Drag Race Hangover Podcast, your RuPaul's Drag Race recap show. What happened, who won, who wore what was she thinking, best outfits and best taglines. We got you, girl. Hosted by nightlife guru Anthony John and on-air personality Alexander Rodriguez. Two queens talking about other queens. Shantae, we're gay.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness.
Girl, so I couldn't even watch the show in peace last night because social media was going crazy about the show last night.
Well, I feel bad for you. You're on West Coast, so East Coast has to shut up until you see it. And I used to always be West Coast, so I never knew. I didn't realize it. But yeah, I don't know why not just air it at the same goddamn time. But yeah, what a show, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, this is your Drag Race Hangover, and we've already done a couple of shots to get us a little lubricated.
I'm so slippery.
I want to introduce my co-host, Anthony John, guru of nightlife and handsome fella.
Makeup. And I want to introduce Alexander Rodriguez, guru of everything gay podcast, and the Latin Ross Matthews. Maybe I shouldn't do the. Maybe I shouldn't introduce him.
No. Every time RuPaul says the hilarious Ross Matthews, I'm like, since when? Just say Ross Matthews.
Ross.
We love Ross. I'm just kidding.
We do love him. Come on our show, Ross.
Okay. Yes, I'm sure he's chomping at the bit.
Chomping at. He's so bored right now. I was like, oh, life is so boring. Anyway, let's get into it. What do we got?
Yes. Oh, today's nonprofit that we're highlighting is again the Trevor Project. So everything Trevor Project, they've been around. So you can go to give.thetrevorproject.org. Consider making a donation.
You should make many donations to Trevor Project. They've been around for a long while. They were around before it was cool, and they've helped out countless lives. They're an amazing project, especially in the bullying, and especially for younger gay people that don't have that city life that we had coming out. It's different coming out in the Midwest or in a Christian whatever family. So Trevor Project is there for them. So donate. Yeah.
Okay. So my favorite part of the show is your segment, and I'm ready. I am ready today, like you cannot believe.
Oh yeah. You're ready for not hair of the dog. It's wig on a bitch.
Wig on a bitch.
Let's see what wig
on a bitch.
I did. This is that wig from the first round, which I found. Look at this. Which I put on upside down and backwards when I was. So it looked like I was like Joan Jett instead of. But this week I'm going to go a little bit more.
Wasted.
It's Pride Week and I don't think this has a front. Anyway, I'm just going to do this. It's simple, really. Wait, let me make it more gay. Hold
on. Okay.
I'm going to make it more gay. Because I'm not gay enough. I'm just going to put that shit in there. There. If it wasn't gay, it's gay now. Let me be a gay unicorn. Hold on.
It's Trey Gay. Trey Gay.
Oh, I just broke my flag. It just snapped in there. Anyway, so this was the old one. I'm sorry, I don't have the new one. I do support the new flag though. Took some getting used to, but I love the new brown and black editions. So this week for Wig on a Bitch, I'm the bitch, Anthony John. We're doing another classic Mimosa challenge. So what we're gonna do? Get yourself a glass.
Oh my God, you guys!
Champagne flute. I went ahead and prepped because I know I took too long the first time I did this. So you slice the lemon on the inside. Oh wait, you put that in after. You do a rim job. So I pre-rimmed, which I prefer. Always come pre-rimmed. Don't let me be the first one to rim because I don't mind cleaning. Anyway, we're not gonna get there. So what's on there is there's sugar and lemon zest. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm going with Prosecco.
A little bitter and sweet.
I'm broke. This is $14.99 at the bodega.
Oh.
Okay, so
you go bodega.
Wait, which do I put first? I'll put this one in first. You get some lemonade. Okay, lemonade. I got Snapple because the bodega did not have regular lemonade. It's got 1% juice, whatever. So pour some of that in. Hey, pour about that.
Whatever happened to the Snapple lady, by the way?
She's around. Didn't she make a comeback? Remember the Snapple
lady?
Where
did she go?
Like quintessential New York, right?
She was so quintessential New York. Yeah. Okay. We got a little Snapple. You go, Snapple.
You just pour this bitch in.
Oh my God, it's so easy.
So easy. It's called a lemonade mimosa or a Mimosa.
A Lamosa. It sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
I'm gonna
Lamosa.
stir with
Fabulosa.
my Coke spoon. I mean my thing here.
Don't you have a Coke now?
I did one. I had last Pride. I got wasted and thought we'd go get mani pedis wasted, and then I realized it was like it's expensive to get your nails all like professionally colored and stuff. I didn't realize that, and I went and they did one nail because I'm like, what I had them do cost me $60 on a nail. They all had to hand paint this shit. It was like a fucking Fabergé egg, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just stay there. I had one. I'll post a picture of it. Anyway, cheers, my love.
Cheers.
Happy
Here's
Pride.
the Lemanosa Fabulosa.
Fabulosa.
Cheers to Harry Potter, not cheers to J.K. Rowling.
That's really tasty.
And it's so easy to put together.
Ooh, that's like really good.
Yeah.
That rim, that is one of the best rim jobs I've ever had.
Oh yeah. Poor Sammy's like, what?
He's in the bathroom. I'm like, girl, go to the bathroom. I'm on TV.
I'm on TV. I'm being a Snapple lady on TV. So I'm going to give us just the facts. Thank you so much for wigging the bitch, by the way.
Wiggle the bitch.
I'm actually going to try that. Okay, I'm going to give us just the facts. So your wig reminds me of our guest judge for this week was Miss Sarah Hyland. Her hair looked exactly like your hair did. Yeah. She was giving us some Studio 54 realness. Anyway, these are just the facts, girl. Who, what, why, where. The theme was SheMZ, and the girls had to create a TMZ-worthy improv skit. We had a Real Housewife parody. We had a stage mom getting her girl on Drag U scandal. We had a shoplifting scandal. DUIs were the hot topic of the workroom. The runway theme was Camo Couture. Miss Cracker won, received a 4-night vacation to Canada. Why not 5 nights, cheap bitches? India and Mayhem were the bottom two, right? India threw Mayhem under the bus and kept running over her. Miss Cracker changed outfits for the lip sync challenge for some unknown reason, and it was a tie between Miss Cracker and lip sync assassin Morgan McMichaels, so we could have sent 2 queens home, but instead, both lipsticks sent Mayhem Miller home. Wah, wah. Those are the facts. I just report them. Don't blame me. Okay.
Don't blame a bitch. I'm calling this episode Shady Kool-Lady.
Shady
Kool-Lady.
Can we make that the drink next week?
That's going to be the drink next week. Shady Kool-Lady.
Yeah.
Because she came out fucking, like, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see her come out, and I wanted to see her fucking swing at it. And I love it because she's so, I love her. And I just think she's, like, so, like, confident. She's like, you know, when she's like, yeah, I'm going to smile. I'm going to be cool. I'm not going to forget.
Okay. Can I be a bit of an asshole? Well, I know you know I can be. Yes.
It's how I met you.
Shea Coulee is only the standout because it's just not a stellar season.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say it. In a pool of real all-stars up all on the same level, I think she would be just one of the others. I'm just gonna say it. She's the best.
Unfair.
Okay.
I think that's an unfair
I'm gonna
thing.
be really
honest.
honest.
Shay is one of those people who was a favorite in her season and got beat out at the last minute because some bitch took off a wig and some flowers flew down. Honestly, and she is not just like runway couture type. She's not like a pageant queen, but she could be. She could be a pageant queen. I think she has the look of a pageant. Like she could, but she could also go. Stop looking at me like that. This is my segment. And she like. No, but you know what I mean? She could go. She is very versatile, which is what you need to be these days. Why am I doing this a lot today? But you know what I mean? It's like I really love her, and I actually did not see most of the season she was on. Sorry, but now that I see her now, I've been looking and doing my research. She's amazing, and I love her. And I think it's unfair to say that she would just be one of them. I think she would always rise up to the top 2, 3, no matter who you put in front of her. Regardless, okay, I'm a JuJu fan.
But let's talk about how they all revealed how they voted last week.
I would lie my ass off.
Voted because it wasn't about talent. They literally said, I voted out of loyalty because, you know, India is my girl. Bullshit. They did not voting out of talent. They're voting out of loyalty.
Bullshit. They voted because they want to get the best queen gone. That's the only reason why you vote. Why do you vote in the election? To get the bad queen gone, or the best? I just contradicted myself. Anyway, go Hillary.
Go Hillary. But her emails, her she-mails. Okay, let's talk about thoughts on the challenge, which was SheMZ.
I think it was very fun. It was. I think it was fun how they had the background scene with Carson, and I thought that was hilarious.
That was so well done. The production value was here. Performance level was.
Yeah. I mean, and the shame about it is the India Mayhem one. I thought was coming off as the best one until they went to the licking part. And I understand what they're doing afterwards. That's why this is Drag Queen Hangover. This is a day later. We get to sleep on it a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So honestly, at first I was thinking, what the fuck are they doing? Like, what's with the licking? But the next day, I took what the judges said. I took the whole fact that they said it's like very like John Waters-ish. And I'm like, you know what? I see the humor in this. I see.
Oh my
it's so,
God.
like, it's because it's so off the wall. Hey, I'm sticking up for Mayhem, girl. That's your girl. So I'm just saying, India.
Wait a minute.
India came out looking fierce as fuck. India looked fierce as fuck. Those titties were amazing.
The look was good, and the way she walked in with that pose was not like India walks in like an elephant, like I'm here on the runway. She walked in a character. They were playing characters at the very beginning, but I'm going to tell you what I also think was not good, was not their fault. The setup outside the studios where they're filming was not good. I wanted to see
license plates numbers. You notice that?
Yes, yeah. They should have filmed the scene in the actual store as she's shoplifting. That would have added a whole dynamic. They kind of gave them a dead end and nowhere really to literally move.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I totally agree, but I could also see that they I don't understand, and tell me if I'm wrong here. I know you're
wrong.
Is it just me, or why are they so cheap on the production?
Okay, you want me to be honest?
I mean, they're got to be making money. Like, just like they could have, but they would have to either ask a store to let them film in it, which God forbid that takes 2 minutes. I didn't have to do that in porn ever. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
But, you know, or you got to build a little cheap set or something, which you could use over and over and over and over again. But it's like,
I think they blew their whole budget on the TMZ kind of set green screen, and that was done really, really well. Like all of the edits of them being like the chauvinistic, like that whole setup with Carson, all that was great. Production value for the actual individual scenes was just it was just awful. And I don't even know what the judges were looking at.
Honestly, you've said this to me, and I just want you to tell everyone else, you're not a fan of this season.
Okay, I'm going to be, yes, once again, my honesty, you know, liquid truth. I think the season is very lackluster. I think they know it's lackluster, and you're like, well, why don't they have a bigger budget? Like, why 4 nights in Canada and not 5 nights? I mean, it's, what's an extra night? Like, you know, when
no, that makes sense, because whenever you go traveling, it's 5 days, 4 nights or something.
Oh, girl, then you're traveling on your own, because I'm staying for 8, so I can enjoy like 7 nights and get wasted. Anyway, but I think they know it's All-Stars. It's not going to have the same ratings. What?
Stop talking about your time in Reno.
Reno Gold. Have you seen his Twitter? Anyway. But I think they know it's kind of a All-Stars. It doesn't have the same clout. It doesn't have the same ratings. I think they're like, whoever's going to watch it is going to watch it, and that's great. So let's put a little effort, but they don't waste, you know, the really good production value on it. Even the challenges are kind of like, I
can see them checking off boxes.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
They're doing it, but I don't know. I mean, because All-Stars should be opposite. Like, you're bringing back queens.
Thank you.
And I kind of agree. I do agree with you on this. And you know, but again, I'm happy with the cast they have because I'm able to look at some of them, like I said with Shay and with India, who I personally kind of know. Like, I went in there going, what's she doing here? And then now I'm kind of happy that she's there, because you get to kind of see this and kind of fall not in love, or you start liking someone that you didn't know. But I've said it since day one, even before we started this. It's like I'm a JuJu fan. She makes me smile every time she comes on that fucking screen. I laugh every time.
She's the best sidekick. She's hilarious. She's funny.
She's the best sidekick. She knows this is kind of a joke. She's making it humorous. And I'm a comedy queen fan. Like, you don't need to be serious. You make this funny, entertain us. You don't have to be a full-on clown. But, you know, like Monet Exchange. She brings this, and she's funnier than fuck on stage. You watch her pull out a whole bottle of fucking hot sauce and drink it and tell me she's not a fucking queen.
She's brilliant. But like like we said, JuJu's the sidekick. The sidekick never plays the main role. They never get the girl, whatever. You know, and like from doing theater after theater for years and years, I never got cast as the lead. I was always the funny sidekick. We don't win All-Stars. And I'm going to tell you.
Josh Gad was the sidekick.
But he's never going to win Bachelor. Boom.
It doesn't matter because he's fucking coming out with shit left. Josh Gad,
but
Josh Gad was the funny one in Book of Mormon, right? He was the funny one. And now look at him. Who was the lead?
Oh, God. Okay. But I'm going to tell you, all of the really good queens from RuPaul have gone on to TV projects, huge commercial deals. They can't afford the really good queens for All-Stars, and I think that's what the issue is. That's why we're looking at this season. It's like the last season of Love Boat. All of the really good stars are either dead or doing something else. It's the last season of Love Boat. Do you need a moment? He needs a moment, ladies and gentlemen, and gentlemanly ladies.
Like, what? What? The last season of Love Boat? What?
Yes, because
what?
Yes, it's like who's this? Yep.
Girl, how
anyway,
old are you? Last season of Love Boat. That is some good makeup.
You. Well, thank you. No, Love Boat is on all day long on TV Land during quarantine. Hello, and then we watch Murder She Wrote in the evening. Hello. Anyway, which was your favorite SheMZ scene, though?
They were all lackluster, but I would say out of all of them, I think the ones that tried the hardest and got the point of making us laugh and everything is the one with Cracker and JuJu and Blair.
Wow, I totally disagree. I thought that was so awful. It was embarrassing to watch. I thought the best was Housewife. Now, I'm a fan of Housewife. I thought they hit all of the marks and the points. And I thought it was funny. But again, I think Alexis was funny, not meaning to be. She was just by what happened to her. Like we talked last week, she's not meaning to be funny. She just kind of is. I thought that was the best. It was the most tolerable, and it was the most on point to a parody. Like, it really captured all of the points of a TMZ video. Like the reveal, the fight, and all that kind of stuff. The table flipping.
I feel all of them are pretty much scripted at this point. And that one to me was the most obvious scripted one. I mean, before that even started, as soon as it started, I said that table is going to be flipped over. You know, there's no way that table's not going to be flipped over. Someone's going to get their dress ripped off. I knew it. I saw it coming. Oh, look, Alexis is there with 3 hamburgers.
Girl, that's me on a Wednesday morning with 3 hamburgers. But we had the complaint last week. That the Golden Girls parody didn't really hit the Golden Girls marks. So didn't they, in fact, have to hit those marks to make it a good parody?
Yes, but like comedy to me is not so much what you say or how you say it. It's about delivery, and it's about more than just what you're saying. It's about a look. And Cracker has it. Cracker and JuJu have it. You could look at them and laugh, you know, because they when she looked out the window and she did Cracker, it's like, it's funny, you know, or when she got slapped, she's like, oh, wrong side. It's funny, you know, it's not.
But it's not All Stars comedian time. It's All Stars blah blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so just a little side note. The biggest scandal, crime, or rumor about you, like, what would you be on TMZ for?
Oh shit. I think the biggest thing that I was ever involved in had to do with me in the military. I was outed during Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And
Oh, wow.
it was my master sergeant of my shop, who was like in charge of us all, just put me through the ringer left and right with being the gay thing, and would make jokes all the time and would mock me all the time, and really was horrible. And I saw it coming. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm fucked here, because it was Don't Ask, Don't Tell. It was, I lost a lot of friends left during that time, and he gave me a really hard time.
And I still heard.
He gave me a really, really, really hard time one day, and guys lower than me in rank started mocking me. And that's when I was like, wait a minute here. Like, he's a master sergeant. I could take it a bit because he's also in charge. But you, who the fuck are you? So I went home. I don't want to make this a very long story, but I went home. I found something on the internet. At the time, General Myers was Joint Chiefs of Staff under George W. Bush. And he posted this thing about sexual harassment. And it was talking about sexually harassing like homosexuals. There was a memo that I found. I don't know. And it said, like, you can't say these words. This is all considered sexual. And I just sent an email, nothing written. I sent an email to my master sergeant, my first sergeant, my command master sergeant, my chief master sergeant. Everyone got it. I CC'd 30 people. And it was, it got to the point where the Department of Justice came in and interviewed me, asking if I want to press charges on my master sergeant. I had other sergeants crying to me, apologizing that they did it. I mean, I didn't press charges. I didn't do it because I'm like, the guy's just fucking stupid. I don't want to ruin his life, But it night and day changed. But that was probably the biggest scandal I was in. Is that was the first time like I was very, very scared, about all that. But
wow. Oh, and you're gonna toss it to me, yes? And you, girl, that was really deep. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Okay, not to make light of it, but I would love to see that reenactment.
It was fun. He looked like Homer Simpson.
Oh, that's not fun. I was
How do I
envisioning
refill this?
a whole different scenario. Okay, girl, you do that Prosecco, girl.
What's your most biggest scandal?
Well, it's absolutely true. When I was, I went through like a kleptomaniac period, and it was just the thrill of taking stuff. So I took silverware sets from the Blue Bayou in Disneyland, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Ooh,
I
really?
took newspaper stands. I took installations. I took public signs. I took traffic cones. I took traffic lights.
You've taken traffic cones.
And so when we went through, I had a storage unit full of stuff, and when we reopened it to clean it out, all of those memories just came back. I mean, even like the Carl's Jr. salt and pepper shakers, nothing was safe. I went to a wedding and took the registry pen. I mean, it was ridiculous, and it was just the thrill. It wasn't like I used or needed anything.
Is there anything behind you that you've stolen?
No. Well,
when was this? Was this like your high school days, or when was this?
No. I was 2 years out of college. Yeah.
She was an adult.
I was dating somebody young, and it was just something fun that we did, and then it became like a thing. Did you say more?
I said make more. My boyfriend just walked in. I'm like, make more shots.
Shots. Anyway, okay. So, what was your favorite moment of
kind of downers. They were both downers. So
mine was fun. Are you kidding me? So my
fun. I steal Carl's Jr. salt and pepper shakers. I'm fun.
Well, we took an LA Times newspaper stand, and we had to unbolt it from
whole stand?
The whole stand. Because what I did is I put it in the bathroom and used it for toilet paper as a toilet paper holder, as like a conversation piece. But you had to unbolt them, so we had to time it because of the traffic and all that.
So
we had to time
there
it.
was a whole group of kleptos in Santa Ana, California, just stealing
shit. It was me and my ex. And here's the thing: we got it and bolted, threw it in the car. I went to slam the trunk down, and it stuck out, smashed my back windshield.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. What was your favorite moment of shade this week?
Moment of shade?
Yeah.
It was. I started off with a shady Kool-Aid. Like just about everything she said or did was shade, and I loved it. I think the fact that she's doing it in such like a good way, like she's pretending to laugh at Alexis's jokes and she's pretending to be friends. And, like to me, that is more shady than saying something to someone. You know, to me, that's a professional shady bitch, and I appreciate professionals. And I love it because what Alexis lacks is her inability to be like you know, behind the scenes strategy. You know, she's just so out in the open. You're looking at her going, okay, girl, we get it. But I love the Shay because she's like, you could see it looking at her that she's fucking working gears, and then that Alexis is gone, girl. She's gone. You do not
that was my
mess with a fucking beautiful big black lady.
Yeah. That was my moment of shade. Was when they did that. My God, was when they did that little fist bump and were like the bestie moment, because you could see Shay was like,
love it,
going home.
Love it.
Yeah,
that's politics at its best. That's Nancy Pelosi shit. All right. What about you?
Who annoyed you the most this week?
No, but who's your shady?
That was it. It was when they did that little.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah. Because that was so.
What was the question?
Who annoyed you the most this week?
You know, I know you're gonna hate me for this, but not many of them actually annoyed me this week. But I would say out of all the Mayhem would, because of the attitude she was throwing, and I did see it, and I didn't understand it, and I think it shot her in the foot. I think, you know, by doing that, she literally closed the door on herself. And it's upsetting because I really do like Mayhem a lot. I think she is amazing. And I hate watching them give up. You know, we saw it with Angina early on, and now we're seeing with Mayhem. And it's like, what are you doing? Don't give up. Don't ever vote against yourself. I don't care what kind of pedestal you think that puts you on, but it doesn't. You're here to win. But on the same note, I'm not on the show. I don't, understand it. She already knows. She's fine. I think she's like, she looks at it, she's like, totally fine. And it was the most heartbreaking thing about it was Morgan read it to her. And I know that they're best friends. And that's gotta hurt. That's gotta suck. And did they know? Because Morgan's like an hour away from the studio. Okay. She lives like an hour away from the studio. So did they know? Did they do that on purpose? You know what I mean? In my mind, I always think Rue always puts the drama above everything else.
Of course. Plus, there was enough time because Miss Cracker changed outfits, by the way. Did you notice? From the lip sync.
I'm talking about a fierce outfit change, though. Cracker looked fucking fierce as fuck. Did she not?
Okay, I'm just going to say something. I thought the colors and the style were great. I don't know what has happened. And even Mayhem fell into this last week. I don't know what happened. Proportions are way off. Like, Miss Cracker is a little curvier this season. Like, we know that. They're all a little curvier this season. Her proportions are off, though. She looks like the Peanut Man. Like, it's just not...
Who now, Cracker?
It's very, thick. Huh? Cracker? Yeah, like Cracker. And
I think she did that because she knew what she was about to do on that lip sync.
But there's not enough bust, whatever, so she just looks like really just thick and not proportionate. She needs to proportionize, but she's just not curvy enough because she's got the curves, but it needs to be curvy all over. She looked just odd, like a thumb or something.
Yeah, my thumb is really oddly proportioned as well.
Oh my God. Poor Sammy.
Shut up. Okay, so
who annoyed me the most this week was Miss Cracker, stirring the pot as usual, like at the beginning, causing that drama with like calling Blair St. Clair for whatever, and Blair was like, whoa, what?
Yeah, that seemed forced.
It was so forced, and it was just like, Miss Cracker is trying so hard, and she's just gonna lose to Shay, so
Crackers in New York, girl. My favorites are always like, I don't know why, but my favorites always end up being the comedy queens. I don't know why. So I love my two favorites are Cracker and JuJu. Those are my favorites. I love Shay,
Okay, but
and if Shay wins, I'll be so happy. But my favorites, if you can make me laugh, especially this day and age, make me fucking laugh. I need to laugh. They didn't know that
but
going
it's not
into it.
Comedy All Stars. It's not.
But you have to remember there's different levels of drag, and some of them, a lot of them, the ones that most people know in their house are probably comedy queens. You know, if you think about Jackie Beat or Lady Bunny or fucking Bianca Del Rio, or they're comedy. It's all comedy. We like to laugh. We're not laughing at them. We've passed the point where we're like, oh look, a man in a dress, and we're laughing at it. We're laughing because sincerely, they are the comedians. They're comedians and they're funny and they can take anything seriously. Think about it. In this day and age where everything is so PC, Bianca can say something quasi-racist and people will probably laugh at it because they know she's just trying to make humanity funny. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like the George Carlin way of doing comedy. It's like, just make fun of the worst because we need that. Stop being so serious. I get it.
I agree with that if Drag Race wasn't also about the look, about the glamour, about all of that too.
Likewise, I agree. But Shot?
Hey, I think it's time to crank a queen.
Ooh, let's crank a queen.
I love this part of the show, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, I actually thought this went over a bit.
I was gonna call Mayhem, but then I thought maybe this
supposed to be the plan.
Yeah, maybe this is not the best week to call Mayhem and be like, "Hi."
Yeah, when I saw that she lost last night, and my first thought in my mind was, "Fuck, we're calling her tomorrow. We're gonna talk to her the day after." I'm like, "Oh," but kind of, I mean, that would be give her a day.
Yeah, get those lemons out through her wound.
Let me look through real fast to see. And so, as you know, I've worked in the adult industry for about 10 years and behind the scenes, and I book porn stars for a living, stuff like that. So there's a lot of like back and forth now. Or there's several or a lot of mainstream, very popular porn stars that are doing drag these days, and it's like this juxtaposition, and it's throwing a lot of people off, I think. But this is one who I love dearly. I'm gonna try to give Mascara a call. Now, Mascara is also known as Falcon exclusive Stephen Lee. So let's.
Oh my God, that's insane to me, by the way.
Let me give him a call.
Okay.
I hope he answers. Hold on.
I'm gonna Google him. What's his Falcon name?
Stephen Lee. Where's the microphone?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Stephen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Did we catch you at a good time?
Yeah, I'm just uploading a video.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Oh,
to what?
What kind of video? I gotta know.
That's a good question. It's for the Miss Pineapple pageant thing.
Oh, okay. All right. So it is drag. So all right. So I'm putting you on the spot here, but we are actually live on the air with Drag Race Hangover, Girl Please, with Alexander Rodriguez.
Oh my God! People are watching me right now.
Well, no. We're gonna upload it later. It's live. We don't edit it. So let me just try to find the microphone because you're on speakerphone. Alexander, do you hear him?
Yeah. Hey, okay. Steven.
Hey, girl. What's up?
Hey, girl. I'm a big fan, although not as big as you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. He's a big boy. So we wanted to give you a call. So the first couple of weeks we called Tora Hyman from Camp Wanakiki season 2. We called Honey Davenport. And now we're calling you. So we had a few. So you're an up and coming.
So they're going downhill.
No, we're not going downhill. We're
actually going to be a homeless person.
Oh no! I mean, can they get fierce face though? Do they get fierce face? No, we're. So I'm like, how else do we like diversify our portfolio? Let's call an up and coming queen, and you've got this like mixed bag of goodies, which is not just your cock, but as in like you're in porn. Obviously, you're a Falcon exclusive. But you also do drag. Now, when did you start doing drag? Your drag name is Mascara, right?
It is Mascara.
MASC, right? MASC?
Maskara.
There it is. And you're based
And
out
the
of.
K is capitalized because it make it really difficult for people.
Well, you know, she's like a Kardashian halfway through.
Yeah.
So when did you start drag?
I started practicing painting February last year, and I did my first show in April last year.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah.
And did it come
I was
easy?
pretty ugly in the beginning. What?
Did it come easy to you, or?
Oh no, it did not.
I know. I saw that face in the beginning.
Oh, it was pretty busted.
So Alexander, let's throw some questions your way. We're gonna just kind of this is called, by the way, this is called Crank a Queen. We should change it to be a little bit more PC because there will be kings involved eventually. But you are the queen of choice, and Alexander's got some shotgun questions for you. First and foremost, did you see the episode last night?
I did.
Okay, good. So Alexander, let me know if you could hear him, Steven. If you can't, then I'll repeat the question.
Okay.
Go for it, Alexander.
I just have to know, have you gotten any guff from the porn industry for getting into drag? Like, oh, you're not going to top me now.
No, but I haven't been very public with it. It's been very public in Denver where I live because I do Facebook, but I hadn't posted it to my porn Twitter or boy Instagram until last week when they made the Miss Pineapple announcement.
Well, everybody's high in Denver anyway, so they forget about it. Okay, who would you have sent home week 1 of All Stars?
Who what?
Who would you have sent home week 1 of All Stars? Week 1.
Derek Barry.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
Me too.
Poor
I
Derek.
didn't know why she was there in the first place, but whatever.
Yeah. Girl, don't walk in saying you're not going to do Britney and then only do Britney.
I'm just going to let that one roll. Yes.
Which All Stars would you want to film a porn scene with?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I can't find the microphone on this. Who or the speaker? Who would you want to film a porn scene with of any of the drag queens from this season, if any?
Derek Barry.
That was my choice too.
That's Alexander's choice too.
Maybe he's in the wrong business.
If you would have seen the first episode of this, I kind of went off on Derek Barry for some reason, and it sucks because he's one of the sweetest people, and I've known him for years, and so I'm still in apology mode. Episode 4.
Yes,
he's not seeing this. Don't worry. If he does, please tag us. Alexander.
Okay, so I have to know, how many closets do you have? Because now you have a closet for your drag stuff, but then you must have a closet full of equipment for the bedroom.
Well, luckily I don't live in New York City, so I have plenty of closet space. I have 2 giant walk-ins.
Wow. So do you separate your drag and your dildos?
Yeah, Jake, me and my boyfriend live together, and our stuff's in our master bedroom closet, and then I have a separate closet and a separate bathroom to get ready and drag and have my stuff.
Well, those are good, sweet, innocent questions. I'm gonna ask a question, which is, so do you does your boyfriend, do you fucking drag?
Absolutely not.
No, never. You've never just ripped it out and just fucked the boyfriend?
No. I mean, I have washed most of the makeup off and then done it, but no.
Because there is a thing for that.
There is. I'm not into it.
Well, why don't you start thinking about your boyfriend's needs? I'm just kidding.
He's really not into it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. He's don't kiss me. I'm okay.
Aww.
He says that's a lie. Okay, he will kiss.
He will kiss you.
Steven, who are you sending home next week if you were RuPaul?
India, go home.
Yeah, it's about time. Go home.
But I mean, I don't know. I was the same way, and every week my prediction is she's going home, and I've been wrong every time. And I'm kind of happy to kind of get to know her a bit more. I think we didn't get to the opportunity, and I know her from Vegas very well, and I've always thought she was the fierce queen of Vegas for sure. But yeah, but you're right. I mean, who's your favorite?
I think it's time, but she's not. I don't think she's the ones that have gone home so far. I'm not mad about it. So I do think it's time for her.
Who's your favorite this season?
You know who I really like that I didn't think I was gonna like?
I don't.
Blair St. Clair.
Blair?
Yes.
We both just made the vomit face.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, please.
Yeah, she's like really. I feel like she's really changed it up, and I feel like the judges have been giving her lower critiques than what she should have. I feel like she should be getting better critiques.
Well, two things.
She hasn't really done anything.
Two things.
She
like last night,
she said.
Last night she said that, oh, they put me as a comedy person, and that's not what I'm known for. And the first thing I said to my boyfriend is, well, what is she known for? And then the second is when she got off safe. And you saw Shay's reaction was upset, and Blair was like, "Thank God." It's like, that's not how you win Drag Race.
That's true. She had a really strong group, and I think that her whole group did really well, though.
I thought that too. Alexander disagrees, but
oh my God, it didn't go anywhere. It was so not funny. It was uncomfortable to watch.
Oh, well, so are we.
No, girl, I'm very comfortable right now.
All right, before you go, it's Pride Weekend, even though it's kind of not, it kind of is. And I think we kind of put Pride Weekend along with New York and some of those. I think that's like kind of the national consensus that it's like Pride Weekend, even though your city may not be. What are you doing anything for Pride Weekend? You keep bringing up the pineapple thing. Do you want to like do a little thing about the pineapple thing? What does that mean? Tell people what it is.
So I'm just uploading a video for it. That's not till July 5th, but it's called the Miss Pineapple Pageant. It's the first year they're doing it. It's going to be 8 or 9 porn stars in drag, and it's like a Twitch TV type show. And the Vixen is one of the judges. Sister Roma's hosting it. Mark McNamara is as well. And the money that's raised for that show goes to pineapplesupport.org, and they help with people that are in the porn industry with
healthcare,
mental assistant. I forget what the words are. I can't talk right now.
It's like a mental health and healthcare type situation.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's great. So that's July 5th. So I guess follow you. Where can we follow you? Tell people where we can follow you, and I'm sure you'll be posting on there where people could tune in for Pineapple as well. Where do we follow
my drag account is @mask4mascara, the number 4.
Okay, that's hot.
And Twitter is Kara Mascara.
Kara Mascara, and that's how do you spell that?
KARAMASCKARA.
All right, perfect. Well, yeah, definitely check out Mascara. And if not, you could always check out Stephen Lee as well. Both, if you pay either one, they go to the same account. So definitely
very entertaining on either route.
Whole quarantine, just a little side note, and another reason why I love Stephen so much is during this whole quarantine thing, he's very popular on OnlyFans, Just for Fans, and those type of accounts, and he has been giving away portions, if not all of the money he's made to local drag queens and things, right, Stephen? So
yeah, it was 50% I did it from the first week of March until May 9th. And I stopped doing it then just because I know that there's been a lot of, at least in Colorado, because I was doing it for local performers, they started doing tip worker unemployment as well. And so that helped out a lot of the drag queens.
Well, either way, you stepped up and no one asked you to do that. And that's a beautiful thing because he's a beautiful man. So thank you so much, Stephen Lee Mascara, for joining us on Crank a Queen. And definitely, thanks. Tweet about us. All right, we love you. We'll talk to you soon. Say bye, Alexander.
Bye, Stephen.
Bye, guys. Have fun.
Bye. Oh my God, he's so cute. Oh my God.
So cute, right?
Oh my God. So cute.
He's like such a good. He's like honestly like one of those people that is like just such a good person. You know?
Yeah.
Just such a good person. And he was a meteorologist before he was in porn.
Oh, I would love to see that green screen. Like, where is the hot front coming in, right? There's a cold behind.
Coming from my pants.
Okay, what outfit slayed? What outfit decayed from the runway? And the runway theme was camo couture.
Yeah, camo couture. You go first.
I hate to say it, and again, we're talking about what people are good at. Like, you can just be funny. Blair St. Clair, her outfit was on point. But that's all she was great for. But that outfit was so out of the box. It was elegant. It was creative. I loved it. It was like 1940s meets Alice in Wonderland meets Wizard of Oz tree goodness. And her silhouette and her line, her proportions were great. So her color, she won for me for best look.
Yeah, she looked fantastic. You know, there were a lot of them actually looked really, really good this time around. I thought I liked everyone who went outside the box and didn't do just straight up green.
Yeah.
I thought Shay's looked great because I love that blue. It reminds me of G.I. Joe when I was younger. I actually, even though my boyfriend hated it, I liked Alexis's white. I liked the whole thing that she was doing.
Gorgeous.
I thought it was gorgeous. I love the fact that she went outside the box. She didn't just go camo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I that's a tough one. I want to agree with you, but I don't. I had one. I don't remember who I loved. Oh God! I put Cracker. You're gonna hate that. I did put Cracker. I put the star next to Cracker. You know, I love the pop star thing. Did JuJu look like True Beverly Hills, or was it just me?
Oh no, it was great, but it wasn't enough. Like I agree with Carson. It was elegant and it was 40s. I thought the hair was great, but it was so boring and understated. Her outfits just not doing anything this season. Yeah.
I'm talking about JuJu. No, I mean, I'm not like upping it or saying it's good or bad. It just reminded me of True Beverly Hills. Is all.
Oh, totally.
That
I was ready to buy her.
So True Beverly Hills. Anyway, yeah. It was
cute. The shape. I like the colors of Shay's outfit, but the shape, like the top was like bulky and flowy. There was no waistline. She looked pregnant when she moved a little bit. It was not flattering. That fit was not flattering at all. I didn't understand the beehive under the scarf thing.
Well, you're definitely more on the cuts and the silhouettes and everything. I just go for like pattern use and stuff. I'm not. I mean, look what I'm wearing. I mean, it's like I really don't. I just like. I mean, I like the originality of things. So I'm not really looking at the precise precision of their abilities. Maybe I should, but this isn't Project Runway.
So my outfit that decayed was Miss Cracker because I saw the pop star thing. I thought it was a cheap imitation. Even like the pattern, it was like a Party City version of a Britney outfit. The top of the bust was not shaped enough so that it was like we have this thumb and then these huge padded hips and then these like, because she's so short and the boots were so high, she looked really stocky and not shapely, and it was not flattering at all. Mayhem also had really bad proportions, and I
wasn't a fan of Mayhem's at all.
Yeah, poor thing. And she had attitude about it because I know she thought she looked good, and I know she put a lot of effort.
Was so unnecessary.
Yeah, when Michelle calls you out, you know.
When do you ever win in RuPaul when you talk back to Michelle Visage? Has anyone ever done it? And Michelle went, "You're right." Never. You never do that.
No.
But she was right at the end. You know, if you saw Untucked or whatever, it's like you know what, Ru picked you to be here. So, at any rate, that's my story.
Okay, lip sync assassin review.
Morgan McMichaels. She was so good. She was the first stellar queen I've ever seen, and she was at Toucans in Palm Springs, and it was long before RuPaul was around, and she played some country girl, like cowgirl who played some country song. She was flipping on the stage. You've been to Toucans, it's not a big stage. They changed it. It used to be a much smaller stage. And she flipping and backspinning and all this shit. I'm going, oh my God, she is with two shotguns in her hand, flipping and shit. It was the most fierce shit I've ever seen. And she is one of the sweetest fucking people. If you get a chance to ever meet Morgan, she treats you like she'll sit down. She wants to know who you are. She's the sweetest. She's very intimidating walking up to. You know, now as she's getting, you know, my age, you know, the lips are getting bigger and stuff like that. So she's even more intimidating. Yeah. But she came out for some like daytime porn thing in Palm Springs a year or so ago. In fact, Ross Matthews also showed up to it. He didn't realize what it was about.
Hilarious.
So he turned around and walked away. Like the minute he realized, oh, it's a naked party. He's like, what am I doing here? But Morgan showed up, full drag, noon sun in Palm Springs and looked fierce. Yeah. If you could pull off a drag look in the middle of daylight in Palm Springs, sun blaring. Anyway, love her. I think I don't know if she saw her little lipstick prior, but if she did, she held back.
No, because you could tell when they said, okay, Morgan, there was a moment before she reached in that she was like, oh, crap. Like she totally knew. She came across so elegant with that cape, and she worked that runway. Oh God, it was so, and she took it off right at the right time. So it wasn't like a gimmick that she used for the whole thing. She told a story with that. Miss Cracker looked like Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld dancing on that stage with those awful proportions. Like she didn't even fit. And then her death drops were so anticlimactic. Her cartwheel, she looked like Winnie the Pooh on the way to prom with that cartwheel. It was just not good.
Yeah, you just don't like her. Just admit it.
I like her. I liked her when she was on her original season. She was creative. She was friendly. She was funny. She looked good.
But she comes out as a Fabergé egg last week, and you didn't even bat an eye.
No, I said that was really good. But her personality.
I think the reason why she made her dress change is she came out with these giant hips and shit because she knew she was going to be falling all over the floor. And I think looking at it, I don't know if I was looking at the wrong screen, but looking at it, I thought that Cracker fucking wiped the floor. I think the way she was going all out, she was throwing out every drop step, cartwheels like this. The when she went behind the wall and did her funny thing. It's like to me, again, my eyes are on her the whole time. You mentioned Morgan taking off the cape. I didn't even see that. I didn't even know when that happened. But and again, you can't blame editing. I mean, if they're going to edit it so that you don't see the death drop when you should see it, that's not Cracker's fault. But when she was doing it, when they panned to the judges and the judges are cracking up at like her little like looking over the wall, it's funny. So she was able to bring it all out at the same time she was able to put some humor in. I love what she's doing. So
I thought she was just she was pulling out anything that she could because she was so desperate. But it wasn't a tie. Morgan wiped the floor. It was not a tie.
Cracker killed her.
Well, hey, maybe with that 20,000, Miss Cracker can buy a personality.
All right, no. Cracker has fucking fuck you, fucker. No, Cracker I'm taking a shot.
Oh my God. Okay. What's your predictions for next week?
Next week, who's left? I mean, who's left? Well, who do we have? We have India, we have Blair, we have Shay, we have Alexis, we have JuJu, we have Cracker. Who else? 6?
Is that it? Yeah.
No, Mayhem's gone. So that's a tough one. I really don't want them to get rid of JuJu, but I think she's on the bottom part of this now. Or Cracker.
She kind of, yeah. I think it's like Steven said, it's time for India to go.
I want Alexis to go.
I know you do.
Yeah. I still kind of want to see with what India has. I think she can pull it. I don't think she's going to win, but I do want to see her come out a little bit more. I think she deserves that. But I do think that Alexis showed her cards too soon. She was cunty. She made up. I laughed a lot on her this last episode. I think she made up a lot with it, based off of her like the episode prior. But I just want to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I heard she's amazing. I heard she's a great person. Blah blah blah. But I just
she is. All right, girl.
We should get a sponsor.
Well, I think that's it.
Who do you think should sponsor us?
I don't know. Let's shell out a few bucks, Drag4.fans. All right, I literally have to go pee because I drank so much. I have to go pee.
You always have to go pee. All right.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Mr. Anthony John, or you can go to my Facebook and like my personal one or my private one, my business one, which is Anthony John Presents on Facebook. And you?
Yes. All right, you can find me at Instagram at Alexander is on air. You can also listen to my other podcast where I talk with celebrities and drink at ontherocksradioshow.com. Also, just a quick plug, this weekend, On The Rocks is part of ourpride.org. It's a 2-day broadcast pride event. I talked to a bunch of LGBT celebrities, including Mayhem Miller and Honey Davenport, Rhea Latre as well. So go check that out. It's for free. It's streaming free. And it's over 12 hours of programming that you can watch whenever you want.
Wow. I think we should do a live one of these sometime soon.
Hangover.com. Huh?
We should do a live one of these sometime soon.
You know what? Let's do it next week.
We should do live, right?
Yeah, that's totally. So check out our YouTube
Morgan's
channel.
a good one. Why don't we try to crank her? Oh, I shouldn't say that out loud.
Yeah. Drag Race Hangover on the YouTube channel, or go to dragracehangover.com and you can listen and view us. But let's do live next week.
Yeah, if you got this far in it right now on this episode, if you got this far, please just like it, subscribe to it. I don't know how many fucking shitty parties or mediocre parties or friends parties I've been to just to support and love. Just go fucking support and love someone and stop being a cunt about it. I love you.
All right. I have to go pee my pants.
That was your Drag Race Hangover. Catch all of our episodes at dragracehangover.com or your favorite podcast player. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube, Drag Race Hangover, and on Twitter at Drag Race Ho. Enough said. Until next time, sashay away.